Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Livingston Academy as we get ready for this District 7 AAA matchup tonight between the Wildcats of Livingston Academy and the Warriors of White County High School. Big games tonight for Livingston Academy, especially as they need a little help, but they could be the number 2 team in the district tournament coming up next week as Livingston at 12-6 overall. They've won 10 in a row of the Wildcats. And 11 of their last 12. They're 6-4 in District 7 AAA play. White County comes in 8-14 overall. They are 3-7 in District 7 AAA play. And the Wildcats, if they can win a couple of games, get a little help from Cumberland County, as Stone Memorial needs to lose at least one of the 2 games that they play against Cumberland County. That's an in-county rivalry, so you never know what's going to happen when those 2 get together. But both Livingston and Stone are 6-4. The bad thing about that is, though, that Stone has the tiebreaker with Livingston Academy, as they have beat the Wildcats twice this season in the first 2 district games of the season. Then Livingston caught fire after the Upperman series and have won 10 in a row, as we said, for Coach Jamie Loftus as the Wildcats head coach. He's assisted by Perry Morgan and Richie Young for Livingston Academy. White County, as we said, 8-14 overall. They're 3-7 in District 7 AAA play. They're coached by Tyler Thompson. He's assisted by Stephen Henderson, Stephen Hodge, David Smith, and Wesley Martin. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events. As leading off for White County will be Austin Pianki. He plays shortstop. He'll be followed by Cason Seal, the catcher, and Seth Green, the third baseman, facing Eric Moffitt, the right-handed thrower. Catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 1 to take the count 0-1 to Pianki. So Moffitt ahead in the count, catching Carson Parrott for the Wildcats. That one misses away for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. At first base for Livingston is Dylan York. At second base is Cam Norris. At shortstop, Zach Cotterman. The 1-1 pitch fouled off over the top of the press box to take the count 1-2. At third base is Drew Goolsby. In left field today is Junior Steele. In center field is Ryan Campbell. And in right field is Tayshawn Hayes for the Wildcats, dressed in the all-white, the blue numbers, the blue trim on the basketball uniforms. That one misses low for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2 now to Pianki, the shortstop for White County. 2-2 delivery from Moffitt. This one hit foul down the right side and out of play. Count stays 2-2. Again, White County's 8-14 overall. They're 3-7 in the district, so they're not going to be able to move up any with only 2 games left in district play. That one hit him, so the leadoff batter is aboard with a hit by pitch to get on base. So a runner at first now for Cason Seal, the catcher for White County. The batting order, Seth Green hits 3. Batting cleanup is number 4, Austin Parker. He plays left field. Batting 8th will be Logan Brown. He's the designated player. He bats as this one is bunted in the air. Popped up to Moffitt at first. Thought about the throw over to second as that bunt just popped straight up in the air to the pitcher, Aaron Moffitt, for out number 1. And it will be 1 away now for White County as Seth Green will step in to hit. Batting in the 6th spot will be Malachi Brown. He plays right field. Batting 7th, Jack Everett. He's the first baseman. Batting 8th, Jacob Smith. He's the pitcher today for White County. And batting 9th will be Jonathan Boswell. He's the second baseman for the Warriors. Green steps in to face Moffitt for the first time as runner takes a big lead over at first. Check swing. Did he go? They'll throw behind him. Oh, I think they've got him. No, they didn't. He slides back safely. Good throw by Parrott. And that quick tag by Dylan York. But able to slide back safely was Austin Pianki, who took a major lead over there at first base. Now Moffitt's going to throw over. That's close again, but he's safe again. He keeps taking that big a lead. They're going to catch him leaning one of these times. 1-0 pitch from Moffitt. Catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 1 to even the count at 1-1 to Seth Green. 1-1 pitch. This one fouled off the hands over the right side. Take the count to 1-2. As Green will step back in. One-two delivery. Just misses away for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2 now to Seth Green. He gets the sign from his head coach down in the third base coaching box. Throw over to first again, but back safely again is Pianki. Giving him a workout over there at first base. 2-2 count to Green. This one lined right back up the middle. Diving at it is Norris. Norris will knock it down. He'll flip to second for 1. It's a great play by Cam Norris. Diving to his right. He didn't catch it, but he kept it from getting into center field, and he gets the lead runner on the play as it will go 4-6, just knocking it down, falling on top of it for out number 2 in the inning, and Seth Green will reach on a fielder's choice, but 2 away now for the Warriors as they erase that lead runner for White County. And now Austin Parker will bat. First pitch to Parker, hit on the left side. That's going to be a fair ball. Got just over the top of the bag, so the first hit of the day for White County going to be a seeing-eye single down the left side as it just kicked over the edge of third base, and it'll be runners at first and second now for White County for Logan Brown. Brown will step in to hit for the first time, the 5th batter of this inning for White County. First pitch to Brown, called fastball strike at the knees for strike 1. So 0-1 to Logan Brown as he'll step back in. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 to get the count to 0-2. First time White County's had an 0-2 count against a batter as Brown will step back in. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3, and out number 3, Frontier Chevrolet. Strikeout number 1 of the game for Aaron Moffitt. We're through a half inning. No score here at Livingston Academy. We move now to the bottom of the second inning as the Wildcats will bat for the first time, leading off number 4, Zach Cotterman. He's the shortstop. He'll be followed by number 1, Aaron Moffitt. He's the pitcher today for Livingston. And number 33, Tayshawn Hayes, the right fielder. First pitch fouled off at home plate for strike 1. Defensively for White County, pitching today, Jacob Smith. The catcher is Cason Seal. At first base is Jack Everett. At second base is Jonathan Boswell. At shortstop is Austin Pianki, and at third base is Seth Green. A 1 pitch grounded back to the second baseman. Second baseman up with it on a Sunday hop. Throw to first for out number 1 as that one hit right at Jonathan Boswell, and he played it very well with the throw over to Everett, and it will be a 4-3 putout for out number 1 for Livingston Academy. In the outfield, Austin Parker plays left field. The name I couldn't find back a moment ago, the designated player Logan Brown hits for the center fielder Sam Dacus, and the right fielder is Malachi Brown for White County. Moffitt to bat for the first time. First pitch to Moffitt is going to be on the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. Aaron hit a grand slam. 6 RBIs on Saturday against Clinton County, Kentucky, in a big win for Livingston. As he'll step back in, the Tennessee Tech baseball commit. The 0-1 pitch. That one just misses away for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1 now to Moffitt, facing Jacob Smith for the first time. The right-handed throwing Smith, the left-handed hitting Moffitt. This one grounded foul toward the White County dugout, and the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Moffitt as he'll step back in for Livingston. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events for this coverage of Livingston Academy baseball, their last district home game this season. 1-2 pitch. That one misses away for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. Got a busy week coming up for you here on Overton Events. We'll have grade school baseball tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. They'll be here at Livingston Academy playing on Overton Events. The 2-2 pitch. Moffitt grounds that one toward the dugout again. Then on Wednesday, we've got high school softball for you. Thursday, high school softball and high school baseball for you on Thursday, as we'll have 2 different streams going on Thursday. Then Saturday, we're going to cover some fishing for you. The weigh-in of the high school tournament being held up at Dell Hollow Lake at Sunset Marina. We'll have that one beginning at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. 2-2 pitch, change-up, got him looking. Curveball, able to catch the outside part of the plate on that little change. And the strikeout for Smith, his first strikeout of the game. 2 up, 2 down for Livingston. And now Hayes will bat for the Wildcats as Tayshawn will step in to hit for the first time today. First pitch to the right fielder will be called strike 1 at the numbers there to take the count 0-1 to Hayes. Smith doing a pretty good job in the early going for White County. The 0-1 pitch. That one breaks right over the middle of the plate for call strike 2. So 0-2 to Tayshawn Hayes as he'll step back in for Livingston. Smith working pretty quickly today, too, for the Warriors. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He gets away from the catcher, though. Hayes going to hustle down to first, and he'll get there as it will be a strikeout, but it will be Hayes reaching base with the pass ball against the catcher. He didn't complete the strikeout, so Livingston gets a runner for Carson Parrott. Parrott going to step in to hit for Livingston with a runner on and 2 out here in the bottom of the second. White County sent 5 to the plate, or at the bottom of the first. White County sent 5 to the plate in the top of the first against Livingston. Parrott now trying to keep this inning going here in the bottom of the first. That one misses high for ball 1. Good job by Cason Seal having to climb the ladder to go get that one to keep Hayes at first base. But he's able to go up and catch it and stop the runner from advancing into scoring position. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 2. So 2-0 to Carson Parrott, the Livingston catcher. Carson will step back in. 2-0 delivery. This one hit into center field. Center fielder coming in. That's a long run. Can he get there? He can. It's down for a base hit. Center fielder gave it a good run as Dacus coming in, but that just drops there in that no man's land in center field. That's going to be a single for Carson Parrott, and runners at first and second now for Dylan York. York stepping in to hit for the Wildcats for the first time as he'll bat from that left-handed batter's box facing the right-handed throwing Jacob Smith. York trying to get his team on the board for the first time. First pitch to York. Misses away for ball 1. So 1-0 to Dylan York on that fastball that misses outside. The 1-0 pitch from Smith. That one calls strike one to even the count at 1-1 now to York. As he'll step back in, facing Smith for the first time. He bluffed the throw over to second as second baseman over there, Jonathan Boswell, holding the runner on. York will hit this one foul on the left side into the net. The count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dylan York. As he'll step back in. One-two delivery. This one hit to the second baseman. Can he field it? He bobbles it. York's going to have a close play. He's going to beat it out. Dylan York able to just pound that one off the second baseman. Couldn't control it as Boswell had it bounce off his heel of his hand. And that's going to be an infield hit for Dylan York. And the base is going to be loaded for Livingston Academy. Hayes at third. Parrott at second. York at first. And Drew Goolsby with a chance to help Livingston have a big inning here. First pitch to Goolsby. This one grounded over the head of the pitcher. This is going to be close. The second baseman will take the play at first. It's wide. Goolsby will score 1 run on that hit. A second run will come in to score, and York will hold up at third base, as that's going to be an error on the second baseman. I think Boswell might have been able to tag York going through there, but he didn't do so, as Hayes will come in to score. Parrott will come in to score, and Livingston's on the board first, leading 2-0 over White County, and still with runners at first and third with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Ryan Campbell, the hit now for Livingston, as he'll step in to bat for the Wildcats. Let's see how the White County defense plays this, as York stands at third, Goolsby over at first. First pitch to Campbell. This one hit well in the gap in center field. That's driven to right center field. That's down for a base hit. It'll be extra bases for Campbell. 1 run will come in to score. Second run will come in to score. They're going to hold Campbell at second as he celebrates the big shot to right center field. 2 RBIs on the double for Ryan Paul Campbell, and the Wildcats lead it 4-0 on that monster blast into right center field. Dylan York coming in to score. Drew Goolsby coming in to score, and the Wildcats jump in front 4-0 over White County. It's a double. 2 RBIs for Campbell, as he stands at second base for Cam Norris. Norris stepping in to hit for the first time. Cool day today. First pitch to Norris. Oh, did it get him? Just missed him inside for ball 1. Mid-50s all day after about 33 this morning. Going to drop down to the low 30s again tonight, so it'll be cool by the time this one gets over. That's a swing and a miss by Norris to even the count at 1-1. Tayshawn Hayes, Carson Parrott, Dylan York, and Drew Goolsby. And you think about it, this all started when the catcher didn't hold strike 3 for Hayes. This one hit the center field. Dacus will have a chance at this one, and he'll make the catch. Lined right to him, had to take a couple of steps to his left, but Livingston does some damage as they put 4 on the board. We're through 1 complete. It's Livingston Academy 4, White County 0. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, and B&R Metals, our sponsors here on Overton Events. We move now to the top of the second inning as due up for White County. The 6, 7, and 8 batters, Malachi Brown, the right fielder, Jack Everett, the first baseman, and Jacob Smith, the pitcher, due up for White County here in this second inning. Brown will step in to hit for the first time, facing Moffitt for the Wildcats. First pitch to Brown. This one grounded to Goolsby at third. Drew up with it. Throw to first in time for out number one. Solid defensive play right there by Drew Goolsby at third base as he throws across the diamond to Dylan York at first base to get the first out. First pitch swinging was Malachi Brown, and one away here in the top of the second as Brown will step back in. First pitch to Jack Everett. I said Brown. Brown grounded out. First pitch to Everett. Going to be ball one low, so it's 1-0 to Everett. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses low for ball two. So the left-hander sees the count go 2-0. Swing and a miss. Actually fouled it off. Went off the helmet of Carson Parrott. The count goes 2-1 now to Everett. Two-one pitch from Moffitt. This one grounded to York at first. York will bobble it, and it gets away. Going to be an error on Livingston as it will put Everett at first base with one out here in the top of the second, and Jacob Smith now will bat for White County as he'll step in to hit for the first time, trying to help out his own cause. The pitcher for the Warriors stepping in to bat for White County. First pitch to Smith. This one hit into shallow right field. Actually, still at second base. Norris will make the play for Livingston as that one didn't carry at all as the pop-up in the infield to Cam Norris at second for out number two. And now Jonathan Boswell will bat for White County as they have sent everyone in the batting order to the plate now here through two innings. So Boswell, the second baseman, will hit for White County. He got a lot of work in that bottom of the first inning. First pitch to Boswell. That's low for ball one. So 1-0 to Jonathan Boswell as he'll step back in. The 1-0 pitch. This one a swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1 to the White County second baseman. He'll step back in, ask for time. Now he's ready to face Moffitt for the first time. 1-1 delivery from Aaron. That's fouled off at the plate to take the count to 1-2. Runner at first base is Jack Everett. Two away here in the top of the second. Then back to the top of the order if Boswell can reach. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike three, swinging for the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. White County reaches on an error. They strand a runner. We're through 1.5. It is Livingston Academy 4, White County 0. We move now to the bottom of the second inning as due up for the Wildcats. Leading off the inning, Junior Steele batting for Livingston. He'll foul that one off the right side for strike one. The 9-1-2 hitters due up. Steele to be followed by Zach Cotterman and Aaron Moffitt due up for Livingston here in the bottom of the second. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses inside for ball one, brushing Steele back a little bit there at the plate. Count evens up at 1-1. Now to Junior Steele as he'll step back in. 1-1 delivery. That one misses away for ball two. So 2-1 to Steele. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two to even the count at 2-2. Now to the left fielder. Two-two pitch from Smith. That one fouled off the plate to stay alive. Steele going to run it out, but it's, or was it did he miss it? He may not have made contact, and the catcher didn't hold it again, so no contact made. That's just a swinging strike, so it'll be the second time that Cason Seal hasn't completed the strikeout, as it'll be a pass ball, so the Livingston scoring started in the first inning after that situation when Tayshawn Hayes struck out, but then Seal didn't hold it, so Livingston a chance again after something like that, and there's a swing and a miss by Cotterman to make the count 0-1. Zach Cotterman batting for the second time. He grounded to second base, his other at-bat, as Cotterman will step back in. The 0-1 pitch, this one fouled back. Take the count 0-2. 0-2 to the leadoff batter for Livingston Academy as Zach will step back in. Wildcats leading 4-0 as we're in the bottom of the second inning. The 0-2 pitch, this one grounded to shortstop. They've got a chance for two. They'll get one at second. The turn not in time as they get the lead runner Steele. It'll go 6-4 for out number one as Bianchi will flip to Boswell for one away, and Cotterman will reach on a fielder's choice for Livingston. So Cotterman at first, now for Aaron Moffitt, one away here in the bottom of the second for the Wildcats as Moffitt will step in to hit. For the second time, he struck out his only other at-bat against Smith. First pitch. That one misses outside for ball one. So 1-0 to Aaron Moffitt facing Jacob Smith for a second time. 1-0 pitch. Moffitt hits this one on the left side. That's going to get into foul ground, though, to even the count at 1-1. Third baseman gave a pretty good run at it, but couldn't get to it, and the count goes 1-1 to Moffitt. 1 ball, 1 strike as they are a little slow getting back out to play defense after a long run over there. Might have hit the light pole there, may have been what happened. That pitch going to be low for ball two. So 2-1 to Moffitt. Sun beginning to be a factor right now, especially on that left side. It's right in the eyes of the shortstop, the third baseman, and the left fielder. 2-1 pitch. This one grounded on the right side and foul ground. They even the count at 2-2 now. Well, they have left Steele on second. I thought they called him out a moment ago, but apparently they didn't get the out on Steele at second. So runners at first and second for Moffitt and nobody out. Moffitt hits this one to right field. Right fielder giving chase, can't get to it. That's down for a single. Steele will come in to score on the first hit of the day for Aaron Moffitt as Junior Steele coming in to score. I thought sure they had gotten him on the out, but apparently not, as Moffitt gets the RBI on the single to right field. The right fielder got to it, able to knock it down and keep it from getting to the wall as Malachi Brown on that line drive by Moffitt into right field. Moffitt going to stay out there and run for Livingston Academy. Cotterman at second. Tayshawn Hayes the batter now for Livingston. Hayes going to ground this one on the left side. Third baseman up with it. Will step on the bag to get the lead runner and one away now on the fielder's choice. Tayshawn Hayes will reach first, but Cotterman will be erased there as it will go 5 unassisted. Seth Green picking up the out on the put out. Moffitt moving down to second. Hayes at first. Now Carson Parrott, the batter for Livingston. First pitch to Parrott. That one misses away for ball 1. Good job that time by Cason Seal, keeping it from getting away and holding Moffitt out there at second. 1-0 pitch from Smith. This one fouled right over the dugout on the White County side, and the count evens up at 1-1. Wildcats 4 runs in the first. They've added 1 here in the second. They've got runners at first and second with 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Parrott hits this one to the right side. Right fielder going to settle under that one that's a mile high, make the catch. Moffitt will tag. Throw comes into short, and Moffitt will be in safely at third. So it will be a fly out to Green in right field by Parrott, and 2 away. But it does move Moffitt over to third base for Dylan York for the Wildcats, as York will step into bat for Livingston. York trying to add to this 5-0 lead. First pitch from Smith. That one's high for ball 1. Takes count 1-0 to York as he'll step back in. 1-0 pitch. That one catches the outside part of the plate on the fastball. Recalled strike 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to York. One pitch. This one hit for a base hit into left center field. A run will come in to score. Hayes will hold at second, but a solid single for Dylan York, his second hit of the day, as he gets his second RBI of the day, as Moffitt will come in to score the 6th run for Livingston Academy. Hayes will hold at second for the Wildcats, and now Drew Goolsby will bat for Livingston as he steps in to hit for the Wildcats. First pitch to Goolsby's going to miss for ball 1. So 1-0 to the Livingston third baseman. Goolsby stepping back in. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Smith looks Hayes back out there at second base. Ready for the pitch to the plate. This one hit the first baseman on a line drive and caught over there by White County's first baseman, is making the play at first base for the Warriors. Will be out number 3 for Livingston Academy. As let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, W&O Construction, B&R Metals, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital. That's Jack Everett over at first base, making the put out for the Warriors to end that inning for Livingston. The Wildcats put 4 on the board in the first inning. They add 2 more in the second, and they lead it 6-0 over White County, playing for a chance at second place in District 7 AAA's regular season this year, as they'll need a little help from Cumberland County. They've got to take care of business themselves. They need to win both games against White County, and Stone needs to lose one of the 2 against Cumberland County. I guess it could work. Livingston could split with White County, and Cumberland County beat Stone twice would work out the same way. Either way, Livingston needs Stone to lose a game and then win one more than Stone does. That first pitch to Bianchi is going to be low for ball one to the 1, 2, and 3 hitters as Bianchi will lead off in this third inning. This one fouled off the right side to even the count at 1-1. Now to the White County shortstop. He grounded to second base. Actually, he was hit by a pitch to lead off the game, then was erased. 4-6 by Norris to Cotterman trying to move. This one hit to the right side. It'll get through for a base hit. So Bianchi has a hit now for the Warriors as they'll have a base runner with nobody out on the single by Austin Bianchi. The right side, a little seeing eye single between first and second. And now it'll be Cason Seal stepping in to hit for the Warriors. Seal will step in with one on and nobody out here in the top of the third at Livingston Academy. Swing and a miss as he couldn't catch up to that high fastball. The count goes 0-1 to Seal. This one hit foul off the right side and out of play, and the count goes 0-2 on the foul ball. Seal stepping back in. The 0-2 pitch. This one just punched to shortstop. Cotterman will flip to Norris for one. On to York, trying to turn the double play, but can't do so. But they will get the out there at second, gain the lead runner, as it will go Cotterman to Norris for out number one. Seal will reach on a fielder's choice, but one away. Here in the third inning for Seth Green, stepping to the plate now for the Warriors, as he'll bat for the second time today. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. First pitch to Green, swing and a miss for strike one. He fouled it off. Got just a piece of it on the foul ball. It's still strike one to Green as he gets the play sign from Coach Tyler Thompson down to the third base coaching box. Moffitt snap throw over to first, not in time, is diving back safely as Seal, or do they have a courtesy runner out there? No, it's still Seal, the catcher, running for White County. The 0-1 pitch from Moffitt. This one fouled off at home plate to take the count 0-2 now to Green. Green stepping back in there for the Warriors. Oh, 2 delivery. Looks at strike three. Got him looking. Fooled him on the changeup. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number one of the inning. Out number two here in the inning. It's strikeout number 3 in the game for Moffitt. Now Austin Parker will be the batter for White County as he'll step in to hit for the Warriors. Parker singled back in the first inning. First pitch to Parker. Catches the outside part of the plate for call strike one. So 0-1 to the White County left fielder as he'll step back in. Taps home plate with the bat. Throw over to first. Gets away from York, but not far enough for Seal to be able to advance. That's the thing about that snap throw. You got to be together on it. The first baseman got to be ready for it. It's like Moffitt's ready to throw it. That one going to be ball one to Parker. This one hit on the left side. It'll bounce on a hop to Steele out in left field. Steele will play it in, but it's going to be a single for White County as Austin Parker will reach on the single. So runners at first and second. Now for the Warriors, and Logan Brown will be the batter. First pitch to Brown. That one misses away for ball one. So 1-0 to Logan Brown. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1. Now for White County. 1-1 delivery. This one hit into left field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner from second. He'll come in to score on the hit by the Warriors, and it's going to be a double as the throw comes into second, gets away from Norris. They'll try to score a second run. He'll play it into Parrott, but not in time, as it'll be Seal coming around to score from second, Parker all the way from first to come in to score, and the Warriors are on the board as they score 2 off the double by Logan Brown. 2 RBIs, actually an RBI for Brown, then Parker coming in to score after the throw, so it'll be a double and an RBI for the designated player. First pitch here to Malachi Brown, going to be ball 1. So 1-0 to Brown. But White County on the board as that one's going to be painting the outside part of the plate for call strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. They put a couple of runs on the board here in the top of the third. This one popped in the air on the right side, but out of play. And the count will go 1-2. Brown, the 6th batter in the inning for White County. It's the most they've sent to the plate in their 3 innings batting here today. 1-2 pitch. This one hit on the right side, but that's going to get foul and out of play to keep the count 1-2. He took that one for a pretty good ride down the right side, but just kept drifting over to the right side and out of play. Brown, the right fielder for White County, steps back in. 1-2 pitch from Moffitt. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout for Aaron Moffitt. Out number 3 in the inning, but White County's on the board. They scored 2, and we're through 2.5. It's Livingston Academy 6, White County 2. We move now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. For Livingston Academy is Ryan Campbell will lead off. He'll be followed by Cam Norris and Junior Steele due up for Livingston here in the bottom of the 3rd. Jacob Smith still out there for White County. First pitch going to be low and away for ball 1 to Campbell. So 1-0 to Ryan Paul. He doubled with a couple of RBIs back in the 1st inning. 1-0 pitch. That one bounces in for ball 2. So 2-0 to Campbell. He'll step back in, the center fielder for the Wildcats. 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside and high for ball 3. So 3-0. Probably taking all the way right here. Let's see how he plays it leading off this 3rd inning. 3-0 pitch he was taking. That is right down the middle for call strike 1. Take the count 3-1 now to Ryan Campbell. 3-1 pitch from Smith. That catches the inside part of the plate for call strike 2. So Smith falling behind 3-0 in the count. Now battles back to a full count to Campbell. 3-2 pitch from Jacob Smith. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to get out number 1 here in the 3rd. Second strikeout of the end of the game for Jacob Smith, and now Cam Norris will bat for Livingston as he'll step in to hit for the Wildcats. Norris facing Smith for the second time. First pitch, swing and a miss on a big cut for strike one. He lined out to center field. His only other at-bat of the game did the second baseman for Livingston. The 0-1 pitch, that one bounces away for ball one to even the count at 1-1 now to Norris as he'll step back in. One pitch. That one misses right at the head of Cam Norris, having to duck out of the way. The count goes 2-1. Jacob Smith wanting another ball as they'll trade one out with the umpire. Must be some kind of cut or something on the baseball as they throw that one out. 2-1 pitch. That one misses inside for ball three. Got him ducking again to get away from that one. The count goes 3-1 to Norris. Three-one pitch. Big cut there, but can't catch up to the fastball, and the count goes full at 3-2. Second full count that Livingston batters have worked against Jacob Smith in this inning. 3-2 pitch here. Bounces in for ball four. So a one-out walk given up by Smith. As that will put a runner on first base for Junior Steele for the Wildcats. Steele struck out but reached on a pass ball by the catcher. First pitch here misses outside for ball one. Came around to score a run. I thought he'd been erased at second base, but he came in to score a run for the Wildcats. 1-0 pitch. That one misses away for ball two. Second time that Seals had to backhand one of those pitches going away from him. If it gets away, Norris will be at second quickly for the Wildcats. 2-0 pitch. This one hit well in the gap in center field. Right fielder moving over, can't get to it. That one hops to the base of the wall. Norris coming around second. They'll send him into third. Steele with a double to the gap in right center field. And Junior has his first hit of the game. He's on base for the second time, and Wildcats have runners at second and third now. For the top of the order, Zach Cotterman, as Cam Norris will stop at third. Steele at second. Cotterman with a chance to add to the Livingston total and get those runs back that the Warriors scored in the top of this inning. Smith, first pitch to Cotterman. This one rounded to third base. Green up with it. He'll take the play at first to get the out. A run will come in to score. Steele will move over to third. So a little small ball there by Livingston as Cotterman will ground out to Green there at third base. It'll go 5-3. Green to Everett for out number two, but it will be an RBI for Zach Cotterman as Cam Norris comes in to score from third. Junior Steele moves over to third on the throw, and now Aaron Moffitt will bat for Livingston. And with that run, Wildcats move in front by 5 as that one's low for ball one to Moffitt as they take a 5-run lead now at 7-2. Livingston, they had led by as many as 6 in the game. 1-0 pitch, grounded to short. Shortstop up with it. He'll take the play at first, and good job over there by Everett to dig that throw out as the throw by Pianki a little bit to the right side of Everett, but he's able to just dig that one out. It goes 6-3 for out number 3 for the inning. We're through 3 complete. It is Livingston 7, White County 2. Take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. B&R Metals, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, and W&O Construction Company. So the Wildcats add a run in the bottom of the third. They go back in front by 5, 7-2. They had led by as many as 6. Through 2 innings, it was 6-0. White County puts a couple of runs on the board in the top of the third. Livingston adds a run in the bottom of the third. Wildcats have scored in each inning they batted. They scored 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the first. As defensively for Livingston, still on the mound, number 1, Aaron Moffitt. Catching, number 17, Carson Parrott. At first base is number 20, Dylan York. At second base is number 9, Cam Norris. At shortstop is number 4, Zach Cotterman. At third base, number 23, Drew Goolsby. In the outfield and left field is number 5, Junior Steele. In center field is number 19, Ryan Paul Campbell. And in right field is number 33, Tayshawn Hayes. White County, the 7, 8, and 9 batters due up here in the fourth, as Everett will lead off, and he'll swing and miss at that fastball from Moffitt to get the fourth inning started here at Livingston Academy. He reached on error in the second inning. This one hit in the air on the left side, but that's in foul ground to take the count to 0-2. 0-2 to Everett. He plays first base for White County. Moffitt, the 0-2 pitch. This one grounded right back to Moffitt. He'll throw over to York at first for out number 1. It'll go 1-3 on the ground out back to the pitcher Aaron Moffitt for the first out of the inning. And Jacob Smith will bat for White County as he'll step in to hit for the Warriors. Trailing 7-2 here at Livingston Academy. Join us for junior high baseball tomorrow. First pitch here to Smith, swing and a miss for strike 1. As Overton County will play host to Pickett County tomorrow afternoon at 5. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 as Smith chases one out of the zone that time. The count goes 0-2. Now to the White County pitcher. I think it's a 5 o'clock start. We'll look and see. As Moffitt, the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 straight strikes to get out number 2. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout in the inning. He's gotten at least 1 strikeout every inning. 5 strikeouts on the game for Moffitt. And now it'll be Jonathan Boswell to hit. He'll pop it foul off the right side. The count goes 0-1. Little action down the bullpen for White County. We'll check on that in just a moment. The game is scheduled for 5, I believe, tomorrow. Swing and a miss there for strike 2 to Boswell. As the count goes 0-2. 0-2 pitch from Moffitt. Catches the outside part of the plate for call. Strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 2 of the inning. Number 6 of the game for Aaron Moffitt. We're through 3.5. White County goes in order for the first time. It's Livingston 7, White County 2. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. As due up for the Wildcats, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Tayshawn Hayes, Carson Parrott, and Dylan York. Due up for Livingston here in the fourth. Wildcats leading 7-2 over White County as Hayes got on base after a strikeout and a pass ball by the catcher. This one hit to the shortstop. Bianchi will play it on a hop, knocks it down, but there's no play. That's going to be an infield hit for Tayshawn Hayes as Bianchi kind of let the ball play him that time as he kept backing up. And then it took a funny hop to him, and it will be an infield hit for Hayes to put a runner at first for Carson Parrott for the Wildcats. Parrott stepping into hit for the second time. He singled, scored a run, his other at-bat. First pitch to Carson. That one gets away. Hayes going to hold there, though, as it didn't get far away from Seal. So Hayes will hold it first. The count goes 1-0 to Carson Parrott. One-0 pitch. Check swing. He did check the swing, and it is outside for ball 2. So 2-0 to Parrott as he'll step back in. 2-0 delivery from Smith. This one hit to right field, or rather to center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Hayes rounding second. They may send him as that rolls all the way to the wall. They will send Hayes. Parrott going to hold at second. The throw will come into home. Hayes will slide in safely on an RBI double by Carson Parrott to right center field, and the Wildcats are back in front by 6 after Parrott doubles, and Hayes comes in to score his second run of the night. Coming all the way around from first to score was Tayshawn Hayes on a well-hit ball by Carson Parrott as he will get the RBI. And it'll be Dylan York to bat now for Livingston with a runner in scoring position for the first baseman, the left-hander, stepping into hit for the Wildcats. First pitch to York, fouled off at the plate. Might have got him on the foot that time. He kind of shakes that right foot after the contact from the foul ball. The count goes 0-1 to Dylan York. Bottom of the fourth, Livingston leading 8-2 now. Back to a 6-run lead for the Wildcats. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 1 to even, or rather call strike 2 to take the count to 0-2. 0-2 to Dylan York. The 0-2 pitch. York will hit this one on the left side. Left fielder coming in, shortstop going out, and it'll drop for a base hit. Parrott will hold at third. Had to wait to see if it was going to drop or not, and it does as he hits it on the left side for a single for Dylan York. So runners at the corners for Livingston with nobody out here in the fourth inning. And Coach Tyler Thompson going to come out and talk about it. We'll take a break while he does. It's Livingston 8, White County 2. White County making a lot of defensive changes. They're going to bring a new pitcher in. Is coming in from first base to pitch now is Jack Everett, the new pitcher, the left-hander for the White County Warriors to face Drew Goolsby. First pitch to Goolsby bounces in. Good job by the catcher blocking that one as Seal kept it in front of him. It's 1-0 to Goolsby. Seth Green moved from third base over to first base. They brought in a new player to replace Jacob Smith as the 1-0 pitch from Everett is going to bounce in for ball 2 to take the count 2-0. As the new third baseman is Will Thomas for White County. He replaced Smith, I believe, in the lineup. That one called strike one at the knees. Actually, Smith moved to second base. So Thomas has replaced Boswell. So Smith is the new second baseman for White County. 2-1 pitch. Runner goes. That one's fouled off at the plate. They even the count at 2-2. So Jacob Smith is at second base. So Will Thomas will replace Jonathan Boswell, it looks like. In the batting order. Throw to first, not in time. As runners at the corners for Livingston with Parrott at third base. Goolsby over at first base. This one grounded to the second baseman. Smith up with it. Will flip to short for one. Bianchi's turn is going to be low, and it'll be a fielder's choice, and a run will come in to score as Parrott will come in from third base to score, and the Wildcats move in front now 9-2. But they will erase Dylan York. It'll go 4-6. Smith to Bianchi for out number 2. As it will be a fielder's choice for Goolsby to reach first base. Now Campbell to bat for Livingston. Throw over to first base, not in time. As check the other outfielders to make sure they haven't changed anybody. This one hit on the left side by Campbell. Left fielder going back. That one's well hit, but a good catch. Did he hold it? No, he dropped it. Dropped it out in left field. Goolsby thought he'd caught it as well as the left fielder out there for White County. Austin Parker couldn't hold it as he ran into the wall, and he's a little shaken up as a well-hit ball by Campbell. It'll be a single for Campbell. Goolsby will hold at second. And now it'll be Cam Norris to hit for the Wildcats as they went out to check on the left fielder out there. Let's make sure it still is the same one. As he's got his hand holding his side over the number there for White County. It is number 9, Austin Parker, for the Warriors. Now, as head coach Tyler Thompson was out talking to the field umpire, may have thought that he held it long enough for an out, but he clearly dropped it, looked like from up here. And now Norris to hit for Livingston with runners at first and second. One away here in the inning. Swing and a miss for strike one to Cam Norris. The count 0-1. As Wildcats have, this is the 6th batter in the inning for Livingston. They fake the throw over to second. Goolsby back safely. The 0-1 pitch from Everett. This one fouled off the plate to take the count to 0-2. 0-2 to Norris, the second baseman for Livingston, as he'll step back in for the Wildcats. Game just over an hour old here at Livingston. 0-2 delivery misses high for ball 1. Take the count to 1-2. Bottom of the 4th inning, Livingston 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in here in the fourth, and still batting. 1-2 pitch from Everett. That one misses for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. Curveball never broke back over the plate from the left-hander. The count evens up at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. That one's low for ball 3. With the full count now to Norris. As Cam will step back in. He lined out to center field, walked, scored a run for the Wildcats. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Oh, they say fouled it off to stay alive, or did they? Nope, it's going to be strike 3 for out number 2 here in the inning for the Wildcats. First strikeout of the game for Jack Everett. And now Junior Steele will bat for Livingston. As he hit one hard to right center field his last at-bat. Everett wanted to throw it behind Goolsby, but Smith not holding him on out there at second base. This one hit in the air to shallow center field. Smith from second base going out. Can he track it down? Did he hold it? He did for the out for the Wildcats. Jacob Smith, they moved him over to second base from pitcher, and he goes out and makes a pretty good defensive play for White County on that one to get the third out of the inning. Livingston adds 2, though. We're through 4 complete. It is Livingston Academy 9, White County 2. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, B&R Metals, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling. Aaron Moffitt back out there for the Wildcats as a plane flying low over the field here into the Livingston Airport. Just off to the third base side up on Airport Mountain here in Overton County. As Livingston leads White County 9-2 here in the top of the fifth now as White County getting ready to bat. Wildcats riding a 10-game winning streak under head coach Jamie Loftus, as they are 12-6 on the season. They started 1-5, have won 11 of their last 12 and 10 in a row for the Wildcats as White County back to the top of the order to lead off this fifth with Austin Pianki stepping in to hit against Moffitt. First pitch going to be lined right up the middle for a base hit. So Pianki, first pitch swinging, will take one right back up the box for a single for the shortstop for White County. And it is a runner at first base now for Kason Seal. Seal stepping in to hit for the Warriors as he'll bat with one on and nobody out. First pitch to Seal right down the middle for called strike 1. So 0-1 to Kason Seal as he steps back in. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 to take the count 0-2 now. Seal stepping back in. Throw over to first, not in time. Is diving back safely as Pianki there for the Warriors. 0-2 pitch. This one popped in the air. Parrott will try to track it down. Does he have a play? He does. Right at the net, Carson Parrott with a basket catch. Able to make that one just inches away from the net. It'll be a pop-up and foul ground to Carson Parrott for out number 1 here in the fifth inning. So Parrott with a good defensive play there for Livingston, tracking that one down and able to make a little basket catch right underneath our broadcast position here. And now Seth Green will bat for the Warriors. Green Going to hit this one on the left side. Goolsby settles under at third base and makes the catch on the infield pop-up for out number 2 here in the inning, as Drew Goolsby makes the play there at third for the second out for the Warriors. As now it'll be Austin Parker stepping in to hit for White County. He fouls that one off on a little check swing there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Moffitt. Check swing, but a strike right down the middle anyway, so it's 0-2 to Parker. This one hit on the right side. York may have a play on it as he is right at the fence, reaches over the fence, can't get to it though. Count stays 0-2 to Parker. As York, good effort there, but just bounces near the admission gate here at Livingston Academy. The 0-2 pitch. This one grounded to Goolsby at third. He'll take the play at first, throws across the diamond for out number 3. So White County gets a leadoff single, but then Livingston retires the next 3 in a row. White County strands a runner. We're through 4.5. It's Livingston 9, White County 2. We move now to the top of the bottom of the 5th inning as Livingston back to the top of the order. That's where I got the top from, as the Wildcats will lead off this inning with Zach Cotterman. He'll be followed by Aaron Moffitt and Tayshawn Hayes due up for Livingston here in the bottom of the 5th, with the Wildcats leading 9-2 over White County. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events. First pitch to Moffitt, going to bounce in there for ball 1, to Cotterman, as he'll face the new pitcher Everett for the first time in the count 1-0 to Cotterman. We've got elementary school baseball for you tomorrow afternoon as the Junior Wildcats will play host to Pickett County tomorrow right here at Livingston Academy. 1-0 pitch to Cotterman, swing and a miss for strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. Then high school softball for you on Wednesday and Thursday. Also high school baseball on Thursday, as the Lady Wildcats will play Wednesday and Thursday, and then the Wildcats at home against Clay County on Thursday. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 to take the count 1-2 now to Cotterman. One-two delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3 for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. So 1 away for the Wildcats as Aaron Moffitt will step in to hit now for Livingston. Moffitt looks like going to hit from the right side this time. A little switch hitting here by Moffitt as he'll step into the right-handed batter's box to face the left-handed throwing Everett. First pitch going to miss outside for ball 1 to Moffitt. So 1-0 to Aaron Moffitt as he'll step back in for Livingston. One 0 pitch from Everett. This one hit foul down the right side to even the count at 1-1. Now to Moffitt. Aaron on the day, batting for the 4th time. He's 1 for 3 with a single, scored a run for the Wildcats. 1-1 pitch from Everett. That misses away for ball 2. So 2-1 to Moffitt. He'll step back in for Livingston. 2-1 pitch. This one hit well to center field. Center fielder going back will make the play. Good job out in the center field by Sam Dacus, moving to his right on that one that was hit pretty hard by Moffitt to center field, but Dacus able to make the play for out number 2, and now Tayshawn Hayes will bat for Livingston as Hayes will step in to hit for the Wildcats. Tayshawn on the day is officially 1 for 1 as that one misses for ball 1. He struck out in the first inning but reached after the ball was dropped by the catcher, came around and scored a run, reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning, was stranded at second base. 1-0 pitch, that one misses high and away for ball 2. Then singled and scored a run in the 4th inning, so he's been on base all 3 times and has scored 2 runs for the Wildcats. 2-0 pitch from Everett. That one misses inside for ball 3. So 3-0 to Hayes now. Tayshawn stepping back in. 3-0 delivery. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 1 as he's taking all the way on that 3-0 count. It's 3-1 now. The Wildcats right fielder playing going back across here. Must be doing some training this afternoon. 3-1 pitch. This one hit foul off the right side to take the count full now at 3-2 to Hayes. Tayshawn will step back in for the Wildcats. Three-two pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Wildcats go in order for the first time. We're through 5 complete. It's Livingston Academy 9, White County 2. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, B&R Metals, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, and the Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands. Livingston Academy leading 9-2 as we move to the top of the 6th here on Overton Events. Top of the 6th inning is White County going to send to the plate Logan Brown, Malachi Brown, and Jack Everett for the Warriors. First pitch will be fouled off into the net for strike 1 to Logan Brown. So 0-1 to Brown as he'll step back in for the Warriors. The 0-1 pitch. This one hit in the infield. Coming in to make the play is the first baseman York for out number 1. So the pop up to Dylan York at first base for the first out of the inning. And now Malachi Brown will hit for the Warriors as he'll step in to bat for White County. First pitch to Brown. That's right over the middle of the plate for called strike 1. So 0-1 to Malachi Brown as he steps back in. The 0-1 pitch from Moffitt. That bounces in for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to the right fielder. Brown grounded out to third base in the second inning. Struck out to end the third inning. So he's 0 for 2 on the day. 1-1 pitch. This one a swing and a miss for strike 2 as that heat from Moffitt there. Brown had no chance to catch up to, and the count goes 1-2. Brown stepping back in. 1-2 pitch. Just misses for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Now to Malachi Brown as he'll step back in. 2-2 delivery. This one fouled off toward the first base dugout and hits that post there at the end of the fence in front of the dugout. And everybody in the White County dugout's happy about that because that was screaming toward the dugout and just hits that post and bounces back out on the field. Count evens up at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Misses for ball 3 to take the count full now to Malachi Brown. Patient at bat by Brown to work it full. Moffitt trying to end the at bat with this payoff pitch. And he misses low for ball 4. So the walk given up to Malachi Brown with an out in the inning. That's the first walk of the game for Moffitt. That is the first walk given up by Aaron Moffitt here in the top of the 6th. Jack Everett to bat now from the left-handed batter's box. First pitch going to be at the knees for called strike 1. So 0-1. The pitcher now for White County came in relief of Smith. Throw over to first base is not in time. York thought he might have got him on that tag there. Field umpire says no, and now the pitch to the plate by Moffitt. This one hit on the left side. That's trouble. But Goolsby able to just range over to his left and make the play. Looked like it might drift a little farther than it did, but Goolsby just settles under it at third base to make the catch on the pop-up for the second out of the inning. And now Jacob Smith will bat for White County as he'll step in to hit for the Warriors with 1 on and 2 out here in the top of the 6th. Moffitt delivers to Smith. Strike right down the middle of the plate for called strike 1 to Jacob Smith. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Moffitt. That one misses away for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Now to Smith as he'll step back in for the Warriors. Pretty upright batting stance. That one's on the outside part of the plate for called strike 2. Count goes 1-2 now to the second baseman for Sparta. 1-2 pitch. This one popped in the air in foul ground. It'll get out of play as it goes over the top of the press box. The count stays 1-2. Smith just a stay alive swing that time. Will be able to stay alive. 1-2 pitch from Moffitt. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 1 of the inning. White County gets a walk. They strand a runner. We're through 5.5. It is Livingston Academy 9, White County 2. We move now to the bottom of the 6th inning as due up for the Wildcats. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Livingston: Carson Parrott, Dylan York, and Drew Goolsby. Due up for Livingston here in the 6th as Parrott will lead off this inning. Carson's had a good game at the plate. First pitch from Everett. That one bounces in, almost bounced and hit him, but just missed Parrott, and it's 1-0 to the Livingston catcher. A single, a double, an RBI, and a flyout by Parrott, so he's 2 for 3 on the day. Has scored a couple of runs. One-0 pitch from Everett. That one misses outside for ball 2. So 2-0 to the Livingston catcher as Carson will step back in. 2-0 pitch. This one hit foul on the right side and out of play. Count goes 2-1 now to Parrott. Carson stepping back in. 2-1 delivery. This one hit foul down the right side again, but again out of play. The count evens up at 2-2. Parrott battling with Everett here as they face each other for the first time in the game. 2-2 pitch from Everett. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The catcher doesn't hold it, but he'll recover in time and throw down to first to complete the strikeout. So 1 away here in the 6th as Dylan York will bat now for Livingston. As he'll step in to hit for the Wildcats. Dylan's 3 for 3 on the day. Has scored a run, has 2 RBIs for the Wildcats, so a good day for York for Livingston. Left-handed hitter facing the left-handed throwing Everett. First pitch to York. That one catches the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. So 0-1 to Dylan York. He'll step back in for Livingston. 0-1 pitch. That breaking ball doesn't break enough as it stays inside. The count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dylan York as he'll step back in for the Wildcats. 1-1 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 2. York just able to get out of the way, and the count goes 2-1 now to the Wildcats' first baseman. Two-one pitch from Everett. This one hit off the end of the bat into foul ground, and the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dylan York. Two-two delivery. This one lined right back up the middle for a base hit, and the perfect day continues for Dylan York. He's 4 for 4 on the day as another single for York and a runner at first base now for Drew Goolsby for the Wildcats. As Goolsby will step in to hit for Livingston. With the runner at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Goolsby has been on base twice. He singled, scored a run the first inning, lined out to first in the second. That one misses high and away for ball 1. Then reached on a fielder's choice, was stranded at second base in the 4th inning. Goolsby gets the sign from Coach Loftus down in the third base coaching box. Here at Pat Swallows Field. Coach Swallows was here tonight prior to the game. This one lined to shortstop. Pianki can't field it cleanly, but he does get the lead runner York able to keep it there with him. Knocks it down there at shortstop as it will go 6-4 Pianki to Smith for out number 2, and Goolsby will reach on a fielder's choice again for the Wildcats' third baseman. But Pianki just able to knock that one down, keep it there with him, and able to make the flip to Smith, covering second to get the lead runner. And now Ryan Campbell will bat for Livingston as he takes that one low for ball 1. So 1-0 to Campbell. 1-0 pitch. Campbell looks at one on the inside part of the plate at the numbers for called strike one to even the count at 1-1. Campbell stepping back in. 1-1 pitch. This one going to be a little slow roller down the left side, and it's going to roll outside of third base for a foul ball. Take the count to 1-2. Fielded over there by Thomas in foul ground. 1-2 now to the Livingston center fielder. Campbell stepping back in. Everett trying to get him out of this inning. He held them scoreless in the fifth inning for the first time in the game for the Wildcats to be held scoreless in an inning. Campbell looks at that one bouncing in for ball two. So 2-2 now to Ryan Campbell. As he'll step back in for the Wildcats. 2-2 pitch. This one fouled off over the top of the press box. Campbell staying alive for Livingston Academy. Two pitch from Everett. That one misses outside for ball three, so the count goes full now to Campbell. He'll step back in. Payoff pitch from Everett. 3-2 delivery. The runner goes. Ball four to put Campbell on first base with the walk. And it will move Goolsby over to second base for Junior Steele. Cam Norris for the Wildcats as Campbell gets the walk. It's Cam Norris batting now for Livingston, as he'll hit for the Wildcats here. Runners at first and second, 2 away for the Livingston second baseman. First pitch to Norris, swing and a miss, or rather a foul ball. 4 strike one, foul that one off the end of the bat. Straight back into the bricks here at Livingston Academy. The count 0-1 to Norris. Cam's in there ready to hit, but the home plate umpire's back recovering that foul ball. So now we're ready. Now he calls for time. He didn't realize that the umpire wasn't there. So now we're ready to go. The 0-1 pitch from Everett. That one misses away for ball one. Evens the count at 1-1. Norris, the fifth batter in the inning for Livingston after the Wildcats win in order in the fifth inning for the first time. 1-1 pitch. That one bounces in, gets away. The runners will move up a base on ball two to Cam Norris as Goolsby will move down to third base. Campbell will move over to second base, so a couple of runners in scoring position for Cam Norris. Actually, Norris would represent the winning run there at home plate. If Livingston could score 3, they would run rule White County here. Swing and a miss there for strike 2 to even the count at 2-2 now to Norris. Cam trying to keep the inning going for the Wildcats. The Warriors down to their final 3 outs if it doesn't end here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 pitch. This one fouled off the right side. Due up for White County, the 9-1-2 hitters for the Warriors. We'll see if Thomas bats in the 9 spot. He came in to replace Jonathan Boswell in the lineup for White County. 2-2 pitch from Everett. Got him swinging for strike 3. So Livingston gets a couple of players on. They strand a couple here in the bottom of the 6th, and we're through 6 complete. It's Livingston Academy 9, White County 2. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, W&O Construction, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, B&R Metals, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, and R&M Family Pharmacy. We said White County down to their final 3 outs here as we move to the top of the 7th. It will be Will Thomas to lead off. He'll be followed by Austin Pianki and Kason Seal due up for the Warriors here in the top of the 7th as they try to get back in this one, trailing by 7, 9-2 to Livingston Academy. Here in the 7th inning, Warriors come in 8-14 overall, 3-7 in the district. Livingston comes in 12-6 overall, 6-4 in district play. First pitch going to be hit in the air on the left side by Thomas. That's hooking into foul ground and gets out of play. Hit the light. Set over on the third base side, and it's going to be strike 1 to Will Thomas. So 0-1 to Thomas, the third baseman for White County, as he'll step back in. Moffitt trying to get the complete game win for Livingston. 0-1 pitch on the outside part of the plate on a pretty pitch on the fastball for called strike 2 to take the count 0-2. Thomas steps back in. 0-2 pitch from Moffitt. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout to get out number 1. Here in the top of the 7th, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts in the game for Moffitt. And now back to the top of the order for Austin Pianki for the Warriors. Pianki steps in for White County. Moffitt, first pitch to Pianki, going to be grounded on the right side. Norris moving to his left, will knock it down. He'll make the throw to first in time for out number 2. That's a good stop right there by Cam Norris. Sliding to his left, he knocked it down, kept it in front of him, made the strong throw to York at first base to get the second out. And White County now to their final out of the game as Kason Seal will step into bat for the Warriors. Trying to win their 11th in a row. First pitch to Seal, swing and a miss for strike 1 to take the count 0-1 to the White County catcher. Moffitt. The 0-1 delivery. This one a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 to Kason Seal as he'll step back in. 0-2 pitch. This one popped in foul ground on the right side and out of play. Count stays 0-2. White County's went in order only once. Moffitt trying to do it for the second time here in the top of the 7th. This one hit in the air on the left side. Cotterman going out, Campbell coming in, and it will be Cotterman making the catch, I believe. It was Cotterman going out making the catch for Livingston Academy. The pop-up to the shortstop, Zach Cotterman, for the final out of the inning, as White County does go in order in the top of the 7th, and Livingston wins it by a final score of 9-2. With the loss, White County sees their record drop to 8-15 overall. They go to 3-8 in District 7 AAA play. With the win, Livingston wins their 11th in a row. They go to 13-6 overall, 7-4 in the district. They stay alive for the second place spot in District 7 AAA. In the regular seasons, the Wildcats win it 9-2 over White County here tonight. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.